Okay, so what we are doing today is we will create a Flask API for a web script. I have already uploaded a script to download images on my GitHub page. I'll post that link in the description also. So what we are today doing is we are creating a Flask application, and what we'll do is the user inputs a keyword, and for that keyword we will download that image and show it back to the user in the browser. So that's what we are doing today. First of all, let me show you what we have here. So we'll say python main.py to run this script, and let me open this. So first I was resisting that I will not create an in-depth tutorial, but I have decided that I will. So this is the page, and here we enter the player name, player or anything. I have connected it in the backend with the Google. So the keyword what we enter here will search in the Google images, and the output will be shown here. So let's search MS Dhoni and download and show. So it is, so the size of this image depends on the size of image present in search result of Google images. So that's what we do. So Virat, so here it is, and let me show you it is also downloaded in this folder. So here it is, image of Dhoni and Virat is saved here. So what is the script behind it? So let me show you what is the script, and this is, we are using request, beautiful soup, random. Why we are using random, I don't, okay, so we are not really using random. This is for the previous script. So the script that I uploaded on GitHub was this. It was downloading images or outputting images from this Getty images, but I found that the results are not very much what we want. Google is better. Google images is better. What we enter, Google understand what we want to see. So that's why I entered the Google here. So what is this? This is the path, and after this the whatever keyword we enter is appended to this string. So we say Virat, so this will be searched. Okay, so path, and what we are doing here is we are with this help of request library, we are getting this URL, this path plus the keyword. So this is the function, and in this function we have two parameters, keyword and image name. First of all, this keyword is what we enter in that input field present here. Okay, so next is the image name. I will tell you how we are using it. So what we are doing is appending path with the keyword, and then getting the text, and then putting this R object in the beautiful soup with LXML. We are scraping it. So next, what we are doing, we are finding all image tags. So what this find all method does is it creates a list. It creates a Python list of all the image tags that are present in the scraped this soup object. Okay, so then what we are doing is, let me skip it for the minute, and then we try to make then we try to make a directory. This in the static folder, a download images folder we are trying to make. Why I did this? Because when I run this script again, so what it will do, let me, actually we can do one thing. We can cut it out of here and paste it here out of the function, so that it is not, this line is not called every time we input the keyword and try to download the image. So anyways, moving forward, so what we have here is we have image list. So in this we have a list of image tags, and what we want to do is we want to select one of it. we have list of image and we want only one element, only one image URL. So what we'll do is we will randomly, so what I'm doing is np.random.choice from range 1 to the length of the list, we'll create an index. So let's say there are 10 images, 10 search results, so we have 10 images, and from 1 to 10, I want to randomly select a number and that image will choose. So here it is, from this image list we are randomly choosing one index number. That means we are choosing one image out of the randomly choosing one image out of this image list. And then what we are doing, we want source, that means we want link. Let me show you in the web how it looks like. So I'll say Google Images, Virat Kohli. Okay, so here it is. If we select this, so this is the image tag, and what we want is this, we want this URL, this big URL. So how we get it, we have selected randomly a image tag, and then what we want is this. So we are like a dictionary, we are saying we want source of that image tag, and then to be on the safe side we'll strip that URL, and then this f name is what, this is file name, and image name. So image name is coming from here, this is the parameter that is passed here, and then image.open. Then we want to save that image in this location, and this will be the file name and this will be the extension. And what we want to do is write binary. We have let's open this, URL, copy link address, and let's paste, and okay. So what we want is, we want this, we opened this URL, and what we want, everything that is present in this URL we want to write it. So what we are doing is, we are opening a image file, and what the parameter we are passing is write binary. So we are writing binary or bits, and then the request.get URL. So this URL, we are opening here, and what we want to do is, we want to write content to this image file that we opened in the binary mode, and then we want to write the content of this URL to the image file. Then we close this image, and then comes the second part, which is our this main.py file. What we are doing here is, this is our page that we are using to scrape images. So what I said was, whatever we enter, and let me also open the templates page, and this is let me open it in text editor. Okay, so we have a input button and a button, input and a button. Is input tag closed, or I forgot it? I don't know if input tag is closable. Anyways, so what we are doing here is, in the main.py file, what we are doing is, whatever the arguments we passed, when we pass write anything here, say MS Dhoni, so you see what is appended to the URL is the name is equals to Virat. So what is this? So name comes from here, this is the name, is equals to, what is the name we passed here? Let's say we passed Virat. So this request.args dot, so like a dictionary, we extract this value of this name. what is this request? We are importing it from Flask. So this argument we are extracting and storing it in player variable. And then date, what is this? From datetime I imported datetime and I created a datetime object and formatted into a this format. And why I did that? Up to the seconds I did that: year, month, date, hour, minute, second. Why? Because even after a second, when you request for another image, the name should be different. The name of the file, the name of image downloaded should be different, and that download image will be shown back to the user. So I want name of every file to be different. So that's why, and then I'm calling this image downloader function that is present here, image downloader. And next I render template, date is equals to date. And what is this date? This is the date. And what is this date? This is the image name. So this date object will become the name of the image. And let me show you here. So it is this is year, month, date, hour, minute, second. Okay, so that's why I did that, so the name doesn't conflict. Okay, next we want to do is, so everything done. So I did here is try and accept pass. I did that because initially when I start the file it is, so let me show you why I did that. If anybody knows the solution for it, please tell me. First of all, let me see, is everything covered? Is everything clear? Okay, we have this we have covered till here. Okay, this function is explained. Okay, so we are done. Let me again check MS Dhoni and randomly see every time the function that we use, that np.random.choice, what it is doing is it is randomly selecting different image tags. So let me refresh again. So what we are passing the argument is MS Dhoni. So let me refresh again and it will show different image. So here we can see different image. Again it is the same. Okay, here it is different image. So, and let me again check. So here we are. We have different images of MS Dhoni and whatever the keyword we entered. Okay, so help me out here. If I remove this try and accept clause, the problem I faced was, let me fix the indentation. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so if I have this, it will work fine. This is working fine, but if I remove this, it is showing me this. And I also tried this method also. If request dot method double equals to post, then do this, but that is also not working. I don't know why. My mind is not working in that. Okay, anyway, that's it. If you have the solution for this, let me know in the comments. Or okay, till then, let me say goodbye.